What's up guys, back with a new vid, and guys, today I'm going to be talking about the consistencies of The Last of Us that the show got wrong. Contradicting to my other video of the inconsistencies the game got wrong, the show got right, this is the alternative video I'll be making. So guys, without further ado, let's get right into it. The biggest thing the show got wrong was the bloaters. This may be just a nitpick of mine, but I don't like how bloaters are seen as bulletproof in a show, but in a game we see them all the time. Another one that may be a nitpick of mine is how we don't see Joel get to hold people at gunpoint and treat all enemies like a ragdoll. I get that the game added enemies just to make the game longer, and in reality Joel and Ellie would just sneak past everyone, but I wish if they did run into people, we get to see Joel be the ruthless, tough powerhouse we get to see in the game. Next one is the infected and spores. I do like that they tried showing something different, but by infected being able to hear you and wake up when you step on a mushroom, but I don't like how no one uses a gas mask to show that the disease can spread that way. But the show creator Craig Mason said they made this change because in reality spores were spread all over the earth, so I guess this makes sense, but it contradicted the showing of Ellie's immunity. So to fix this, they made her get bit again and showed Joel and Tess that she really was immune, even though she was supposed to get bit again in season 2. So I guess we'll see what happens next. Next is how the infected spread the disease in the game. They kind of just bite you, but in the show, like we see with Tess, the infected kissed her or something and spread the disease that way, which I guess is something new. Maybe because the infected sensed she was infected and kissed her, or it was something weird the creators decided to add in. A big one is Tommy having a kid and Tommy and Joel's argument, along with the raiders coming to Jackson and seeing how the workers protect themselves, because in the game Tommy and Maria never had a kid, but I guess this is a tiny small change. But the next thing is when Tommy and Joel argue about Tommy taking Ellie to the Fireflies, because in the show we see Tommy being the mean one rather than Joel, and we know Tommy is very laid back rather than Joel. We see Tommy telling Joel that people in Jackson got family, so they can't take Ellie, and he has a family, he can't take Ellie. And Tommy saying just because having a kid ended for you doesn't mean it has to end for me. And this helps us see that in the show Joel cries and is still super sad about Sarah, and in the game we see the raiders break into Jackson and we see how Joel, Tommy, and all the workers kill them. We don't get to see how Joel asking Ellie if she's okay because they got split up, and Tommy seeing how good he is with Ellie. So it makes him think about Joel and Sarah, and having Tommy say he has to do this to Maria. So by them making this change, it's very hard for watching the show to be like, how does Tommy care to do this if he didn't really see the relationship Joel and Ellie had? My favorite thing that the show got wrong is when Ellie kills David. We see her walking out in the snow crying, then we see Joel come behind Ellie and Ellie screams, but then Joel and Ellie just start talking. But in the game we see Joel come up behind Ellie and Ellie screams, "Don't touch me," because she's still traumatized about what almost happened to her, and hearing her say Joel because she probably thought Joel was dead. Then when Ellie saying to Joel, "He tried to," and Joel stopping her saying, "I know, I got you baby girl," which is what he said to Sarah before she died. This scene just broke me on the inside, and I feel this scene is just very symbolic, symbolizing the bond between a man and his daughter. This scene shows that love will always prevail between the bond of one, two, or even multiple humans. Then the sound goes quiet with music getting louder, and we can read Joel's lips and we can make out him saying, "I won't ever leave you again." The show just failed to capture this emotion and how important this scene really is. Well, video being over, what do you guys think of the video? What things do you wish the show fix? I get the show wasn't perfect, but it's still very good adaptation compared to what we usually get. Comment your take down below and I'll make sure to respond. Thanks for watching, see you guys later, and may your survival be long.